Your character in the movie, Isabella, is sort of this like has sort of like a classic Disney princess vibe, but she's also got sort of like a sharp tongue and sort of like a contentious relationship with her sister, who's actually sort of the main character of the movie. Who is Isabella to you, sort of at her core?
I really do think that she doesn't fully accept her real self. And I think that she is bubbling and just bursting with energy and curiosity for more than what she appears. I also see her as very strong and understanding that her family needs her to be what they need her to be and require her to be. And but also I feel like she's, like many of us sometimes have just fallen into this role that is comfortable and safe, but also very hindering to um, any possibility of of any spills, and so I think she's very afraid of that. But I think that she just needs like this grand moment to take her shot, and it happens because what happens when you like bottle up all of your emotions is like, you get to the point where you just kind of explode, and then you just might make a little happy accident.
She's also been in that role for arguably like 15, 20 years. Like that might have been the perfect role for her when she was 5, like when she's decided, oh, she's the flower girl,
Right,
like
right.
when you're 20 plus years old, like it might not be the role you want to be in.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's such a message for all of us, right? Just because you assume or you find some talents or your talent at an early age, that doesn't mean that you don't change. That doesn't mean that you can't evolve into more than that, right? And I feel like we often get comfortable or scared to try something new because change is scary, right? Failing at certain things or new things that is scary. And yeah, I think it's it, I see it as like something so personal too, because it really does speak to a lot of my journey, right? Like as some of the roles that I assumed as a child and even as an adolescent, in effort to protect myself and my family. And I held on to that role a really long time. And I too have struggled with trying to hold it all together and strive for perfection, when really I needed to take care of myself and my needs. So that has been like an incredible exploration for me, that has really gotten me to the place that I am now. And it's so awesome that I'm playing this character because I'm kind of going through the same things.
So in the movie, the Family Madrigal is run by and sort of features like a long line of powerful, strong women. In some cases, literally very strong.
Yeah.
How does that resonate with you, like in your life?
It resonates greatly. I consider myself a strong and powerful woman. And, I come from a long line of strong women. My mother is a fighter, and she never gave up on our family, regardless of the many challenges that came our way. She taught me to love myself. She taught me to be strong, and she taught me to love women and respect women, something that society often kind of pushes us on the other direction. And so, yeah, for me, it was incredible to tell the story, especially coming from a Latin background, where machismo, is so prevalent. I think it was important to tell this story because that's sort of machismo is prevalent in our community, but honestly, that is sort of the only representations that we actually get. So, to those fathers out there like mine who were gentle and supportive and, didn't even want me to get close to a kitchen. I'd go into the kitchen and my dad would be like, get out of the kitchen. This is not for you. I'm here. I'm cooking. I saw my father cooking. I saw my father cleaning. He didn't want those stereotypical roles for his daughter. And that's how I grew up. And that's how those are part of my values too. Not that women shouldn't cook or clean or anything like that, but it certainly shouldn't be required just because of my gender.
Yeah, it should be a choice. who
Yeah.
wants to cook, who wants to clean, who wants to do whatever.
Exactly.
Speaking of cooking, cleaning, and just being around the house, would you want to live in a magic house? Because I don't know if I could ever feel like if I lived there, like I had privacy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I went to the bathroom, like, and the faucet would turn on, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. The answer is yes. I want to be in a magical house because a magical house is like so much more fun than not being in one. And here's the thing. I think I'm a very like, have my cake and eat it too kind of girl. I want my magical house, but I also want like the quiet house that doesn't have any magic.
yeah, that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
a guest house,
Just like the little guest house.
like a
Yeah,
youth
you can
space,
go.
yeah.
You need like a quiet place, a meadow and a little tiny cottage.
For real, last question. Have you seen the toys yet? Because they are so cute.
I know.
You
I've
can have a
seen
little
them. Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. I mean, they did. When we first started recording, like they did sort of like mention it, but I was just like, no, are they gonna really? And now I'm seeing all these little toys, and I'm like, I can't. I mean, it's super surreal. I can't believe it. They're so cute. I'm gonna get every single one of them because I love toys. I still play with toys. I collect them. I love antique toys, new toys. I just go crazy at the toy store. So yeah, I'll be definitely collecting all the Madrigal toys.
you'll be the one with like the bows in your hair and like, you'll have all of it. You'll
I
put
love all of
together.
it. Yeah, I love play. I love magic, and I think that's really it's just helped me thrive so much. That sense of wonder and magic, and that's really kind of, I mean, what I learned by watching like so many Disney movies as a kid, and my parents kind of like letting me play and explore in that way.
Even in our darkest moments, there's light where you least expect it.